Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel, and welcome back if you're returning. Today we're going to do something a little special. I got this Animal Crossing Perler bead kit. I haven't done Perler beads since I was a little kid, and I would only really do them at friends' houses, so I thought now would be a great time to do them when I'm almost 26. But I love a craft. So I've already done a couple, you can see here, mainly because I wanted to have some fun with it myself, but then also test melting and how that all works. You can see Mabel kind of got warped, kind of a little fucked up because I was experimenting, and it's okay, it happens. So I've already done a couple. I like the sound of them. But today I thought I'd save the best one, in my opinion, which is Celeste. This kit did come just mixed all in here, so there's no rhyme or reason to anywhere of these beads. I did kind of pick out a few here when I was doing the cherry, but you know, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna have to readjust this camera up a bit, so give me one moment, because I can't really see anything. There we go. Alright, so now I have to take a look a little closely here, because I think Celeste is actually one of the brown colors. Oops, I just dropped that. I'll pick it up later. I think she's not... I think she's one of, it's hard to tell because there's so many like warm tones. I don't think she's, yeah, she's this brown red color, this kind of, it looks brown on camera and I guess it's brown in real life. It's just like a warm brown. Oops, I'm just gonna stick that there while I readjust everything. I'm gonna kind of turn this to the side so I can have easy access here. And so that you can still see her and this. Perfect. I'm going to zoom in just slightly. How's that? I think that's good. And it's always kind of difficult to start these, I'm finding, because they're not perfect squares where this is. But what I like to do is I'll pick the bottom row and then I'll count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm 4 over to start with. So then I take a bead and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So I'm starting here. And now, hopefully, these are all the same. Yes, okay. So I'm going to go up one here, and then I'm just going to keep doing this over and over and over again. And sometimes you get it wrong, but that's why you kind of do the outline first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then I'm just going to do that. I did actually start, when I got this kit, a video that was like, sort my perler beads with me. And then I realized, I was 5 minutes into recording, and I realized I was like, that's gonna be the worst experience of my life, and so I think I'm just gonna have to pick from here, like a site, like that's just how it's gonna be, because it didn't come organized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm sure some of you out there would have taken the time to organize, but just like with Lego, sometimes it's just not worth to sit and organize the whole thing before you start. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And so perler beads is just pixel art. And pixel art, I have much experience with, either when I was a kid making it in Minecraft, or as an adult making cross stitch. But it made me realize, once I'm done with the perler bead kit, I could make these in cross stitch, or I could make them like crochet tapestry. Like, oh, I'm just getting, I'm excited just thinking about it. Like, oh my goodness, the possibilities are endless. 5. So if you see me kind of going off screen here while I'm picking, I'm rummaging through the other 2 rows of beads. And I promise you're not missing much. And so that's where that white goes. So now I'm going to pick some of the pink, and I'll do the pink so I can make sure I'm filling in the height correctly. And unfortunately, this isn't super loud right away because I can see all the colors on the surface here. But once I start having to like rummage around in the beads to find the ones I'm looking for, you'll get some ASMR. But I'm hoping this is kind of fun and relaxing to watch, and that my conversation is either interesting enough that keeps you around or boring enough it puts you to sleep. Either way, I have done my job. Ooh, see, that's a different color. That's like one of the reds. And that's what I'm worried about mixing these up with, because they're kind of similar looking in real life with some of the like shine on the beads. So I'm actually not going to fill these in quite yet. I'm realizing. I'll take you because I want to make sure. I'm sure it'll be fine because I'm already fitting in this way, but I want to make sure I get her outline done. Oops. Yeah, that's the same one. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now I can go back in with the pink here and here. I've been really enjoying doing this, and it's freeing because the only memory I have of doing perler beads was that I'd had to get my parents to help me iron it. And if they weren't in the mood or busy, if they were busy and couldn't iron it for me, I couldn't do it because, like, you can't keep this beads thing out without ironing it, especially when you're a kid and you don't have a safe space to keep it while it's just sitting there loose, so you're gonna lose your whole creation somehow. So it's one of those things that now that I'm an adult with my own adult money, I thought, hey, I have adult hands that can do this for myself, and I don't need parental supervision. I can just do this. Why not? I'm on vacation right now from work, so I thought, hey, why not? Also, I don't know if I've recorded a video with these nails already or not, but I did little cherries for my channel name. Which just sugar cherry bear just kind of comes from gummy bears. I was just thinking about gummy bears when I named my channel. And I wanted something kind of cute, because a lot of my usernames, like gaming and all of that sort of thing, haven't been on the cute side. They've kind of been like neutral, not like gamer, like Shadow Wielder 2669 or anything like that, but they've been kind of neutral, and I wanted something kind of, just kind of girly. See, sometimes the beads get stuck on my tweezers, and that gets annoying. Oh, wrong color. Yeah. See, now we're getting into the rummaging part. And I'm sitting at an angle that it's kind of hard to see in these corner. So, oops. There's one. I'm excited because, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been reading Fourth Wing. So if you've watched my previous book video, something's wrong here. Sorry, I just hit this. Oh yeah, I'm one off. I'm sorry if you saw that and you were screaming. But that's why we do the outline, folks. But yes, I've, as you may know, if you watched other videos of mine, I did a book haul, and I read all of, or most of, I shouldn't say all because it's not true. I haven't read Silver Flame yet, but I read all of the Court of Thorns and Roses series. That's not true. I just straight up lied to you guys. I haven't even read the blue book, the fourth, or the 3.5 book. That's before Silver Flames. Mist and Fury or something. No. Starlight. Court of Starlight and something. I don't remember. It's the blue one. I forgot I didn't read that one yet. So I read the first 3 books of the ACOTAR series, which is like the first main like plot line. If you don't know, I won't give you any spoilers, but the fourth and fifth book are actually like a different set of characters. It's the same like group of characters, but you're focusing on a different character than in the first book. So I won't talk about it now because I'm going to talk about it in another book video later. But anyways, I paused that because I was like, well, let me explore some different worlds, you know, like I binge read the ACOTAR books in like a week. So I was like, let's just like do something else for a little bit. And so then I read a couple like palette cleanser, like quote unquote palette cleanser books. And by that I mean like they're just smut. Because no matter what Book Talk says, I'm going to die on this hill. A Court of Thorns and Roses is hot and it's sexy for some parts. It is like not smut. It has spicy scenes. I would not define it as smut. I think smut is sex focused, and that book is not sex focused. There's fantasy and politics. It is not a smut centered book, and that's fine. Don't get me wrong. I think this one's different color. Don't get me wrong. That's fine. I thoroughly enjoyed it and it was wonderful. But Book Talk led me to believe it was spicier than it was. And I sat and I waited and I waited and I waited. And I was like, okay, when's it happening? And then it like happened and I'm like, oh, that's it? Oh, okay. I wasn't disappointed, but I was like, oh, this isn't all these people online, they're hyping it up. It's not that hot. I mean, it's hot, but like I thoroughly enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, man, I'm out here reading like smut all the time. What are you saying that this is like the sexiest? Calling it fairy porn. It's barely porn. So anyway, sorry. Get back on track. Anyways, so then I was like, well, Fourth Wing, people are hyping it up in the same way. Like, so I went into it with a lower expectation, and I'm glad I did because it's hotter than ACOTAR. I'm gonna say it. But it, again, I think people are hyping it up, being like, and when I say hyping it up, I mean saying it's like the sexiest, spiciest, like, romp they've ever, like, No, they don't read fan fiction. Those people, they're not reading fan fiction. So that's fine. And it was, let me tell you, I actually think I enjoyed Fourth Wing more than I enjoyed ACOTAR. Not that I'm comparing them. They're two different books. They're two different series. There's a lot of similarities. So, like, if you like ACOTAR or you liked Fourth Wing, you'll probably like the other one. One is dragons, one's fairy worlds, but they're both still fantasy. Whoops. And I really thoroughly enjoyed both. I'm on to Iron Flame right now as we speak. I actually took a break from reading to come and record this because I'm on vacation. I have nothing really to do other than relax. So I was like, well, let me read a book. And then I was like, well, but I want to do my Perler beads. So I'm reading a couple chapters, coming and doing this, reading a couple chapters, going and doing something else, you know, that kind of thing. So, and then this desk mat came in and I said, you know what, this is perfect. I can do my desk mat, clean it up. So I washed it briefly before I started. And then here we are. And I just thought the Celeste one would just be perfect. Because she is for the astrology girlies. She is our horoscope queen. I'm a fan of Blathers. You know what? There's like no Animal Crossing character I don't love. Like, if any of my friends are watching this, I don't know if you are. If you got this far, that's fine. If you haven't, I understand. Give me anything Animal Crossing, like literally anything, and I'm the happiest little camper. Like, I have yet, like, you know, the ugly character that everybody hates, the villager, his name is Berold. He's just like an ugly character, like, along with so many others, but like, give me merch of him. I know there aren't any, but like, I love him anyways. Because I don't care about what he looks like, I just care that he's Animal Crossing. That's all I care about. Now, mind you, I did have him in my town, so I'm biased because I do like him. I think he's a lazy villager, and I love the lazy villager types. Like, and like, don't get me wrong, I have curated my island. There are no ugly villagers. In my opinion, anyways. So, I am no better than the rest of you. But, I like them niche little characters that nobody knows about or cares about. Because, by God, they all deserve to be loved. Just like we do as humans. Come on. Give me what I'm looking for, Perler. Oh my gosh. I can't find any more black. I hope these kits came with like enough beads. I just assumed they probably would, so. Okay, well, I'll keep going without it. I think I have a video idea, so any of you who struggle with attention or getting work, like sitting down and studying or doing your work, you may have heard of like the Pomodoro timer, which is like, Pomodoro means tomato in Italian, and it references the tomato timers that people would have in their kitchen when they were cooking. But the method is just called Pomodoro timer, which is just a timer that, it's said that attention, especially for people who have attention issues like with ADHD or any of that type of thing, we struggle with long durational focus. And so when you set a timer for 25 minutes and then give yourself 5 minutes to rest before starting again, it's said that, you know, you'll have an easier time focusing and doing your work because you're more efficient in smaller bursts rather than like forcing yourself to sit down for hours in front of your work because you're not going to get shit done. So I tried it when I was writing my master's thesis, and let me tell you, it worked for me. So one thing I was thinking about as an idea would be to make like a little Pomodoro timer video for myself. Like, a lot of the content I make on this channel is because actually I find it therapeutic. It allows me to slow down and be with myself. And, you know, I'm talking to the camera, but I'm talking to myself. You know, like, I'm making content for myself. Anything I make on my channel is something I would watch someone else create, you know, like it's not like, no, that's a completely different brown. It's not like the content I make is just like random. It's stuff that I would watch. And so I've actually brought it up to my therapist, and we're finding it's really benefiting me just to kind of like force myself to sit down and do something I want to do and talk to myself and make myself laugh and speaking gently to myself, because a lot of negativity can come from what you're saying, but also how you're saying it. And if you have a lot of negative or low self-esteem talk to yourself, you're gonna absorb that from yourself, you know, like you are a person just as much as the next person is talking to you. And if they say something negative, it's going to affect you differently, but it's going to affect you like it would if anybody else said it, you know? So when I figured that out and realized like all the things I was saying, something's not right here. What's going on here? Oh, that's what it is. What is happening? I've confused myself. Hold on. Oh, her nose is too high up. Oops, embarrassing. Bring this all down. I'm sorry again if you've been yelling at the top of your lungs. Her nose is wrong, her nose is wrong. You're right, and I'm sorry. Okay, there we are. So let me take some of these to fill this out correctly. But yeah, so negative self-talk can affect you just as much as negative talk from other people. Meaning, like, you know, if someone's mean to you, it'll affect you. But also, if you're mean to yourself, it's going to affect you too. So by mitigating or changing the way you're speaking to yourself, you can improve your self-confidence by a little bit. Like I won't sugarcoat it or like lie to anyone who's listening by saying like, you know, I have perfect self-confidence and I love myself fully and blah blah blah. Nothing can ever hurt me ever again, because that's not what's happening. But what is happening is I'm forcing myself to be with myself and hang out with myself by myself, and that's something I was always afraid of doing before. And so, you know, this channel is truly just an outlet for me to be hanging out with myself and doing things that, you know, I was gonna do anyways, but now I'm acknowledging myself in this space and in this moment and chatting away with everybody and nobody at the same time. And yeah, and then, you know, of an added benefit and purpose to these videos is that I post them publicly for other people to see. And, you know, it doesn't matter. people's thoughts or opinions, or, you know, if they like it or not. That's none of my business, because I'm just chilling. I can't find anything I'm looking for right now. Sorry, I say as I'm like literally just said, oh, I'm just chilling. Yeah, so I want to say thank you guys for watching. If you're watching my content, whether it be this is your first time or, you know, you're a returning viewer, thank you for being here, because, oops, I'm hanging out with myself, you're hanging out with yourself, and then we're hanging out with ourselves together. You know, like, I don't know you personally, I don't know what you look like, I don't know what you're doing, whether you're sleeping, relaxing, working, whatever you use these videos for. But, you know, we're here together, and we're here with ourselves together, and that, I think, is really lovely. Come on, there we go. There, I'll give her one eye. So yeah, that's why I made this channel. And it's been really nice. And it's why I'm able to make so much content so quickly, is because, you know, I'm having fun. I'm hanging out with myself, and oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. Okay. I hope you guys saw me struggling there. And I would recommend it to anybody who wants to give it a try, you know, like, you don't have to have an audience. Like, I would be making the same content if I had 1 subscriber, or 5 subscribers, or 10 subscribers, or 500 subscribers, or 1,000 subscribers, you know, like, it doesn't matter, because I'm just making it for me, and you guys are just here for the ride. And I hope these videos are relaxing, or comforting, or whatever they might need to be for you. A lot of my favorite... Oh, get in there, you piece of shit. I'm having fun. This is fun. And guys, look how much fun I'm having. Some of my favorite ASMR channels are the ones where, like, it's just one person and they're just doing whatever the heck they want to do, and they're posting sometimes multiple times a day, but they're just vibing. That's the kind of stuff I like watching. Nothing's like dolled up, it's all lo-fi. There's no editing, there's no budget, you know, like, it's just someone rummaging through their art supplies and sorting it out into what to throw away and what to keep, you know? So it's stuff like that that I find relaxing, because, you know, I can just work alongside this person, or, you know, their comforting voice or sounds lull me to sleep, or, you know, even in some of them, like, I forget her channel name, but it's, I think, Haiying ASMR. She's just this lovely, lovely woman who's just going about her day, but she gives some of the most wonderful life advice, and talks about things that are just so difficult to hear sometimes, or so needed in that moment. But she's just living her life. She's just doing whatever and uploading it, and I just have so much, like, love and respect for that kind of content. And that's why I'm here, because I see how much she loves it and how much support she provides to her viewers just by being there. Because she's been there for me. She doesn't know it. So it's stuff like that where I'm just like, yeah, this is awesome, and I can do this. But as I sit here trying to find a single black bead, here, let me try doing this really quickly. have stirred things up for, oh, I see one. See? I see a couple. Sometimes they're just kind of buried and you have to shake them out. But yeah, like some of my videos, I don't talk in them because in that moment I'm just like, I have nothing to say. And then other ones like this where I thought I wouldn't be so chatty and then here I am yapping away. So, and then some I'm like, I'm going to yap a lot and then I do. So it's just a matter of what mood I'm in, but there's no pressure. I really can't move on from the black because I would like to finish her eyes. Oh God. Okay, hopefully that one I won't need, but I can pick it up later. It's not worth pausing the video for right now. I'm in the zone. I think I was also influenced to get a perler bead set because I've been seeing some content on Instagram of people doing perler bead stuff now, and I'm just like, whoa, that looks really fun. And I have everything, I have all the audacity in the world for me to look at any craft and be like, I could do that. And then ordering the supplies the next day and then doing it. So, I mean, this isn't hard. This is tedious, and it's, if you don't have the right dexterity, it can be really difficult. Because it's so small. But you know, I saw that, I said, what the hell am I doing? Why can't I do that? I can't do it because I didn't have any at the time, but order a $20 set off of Amazon and your whole world could be changed. It makes me want to buy a big bin of perler beads, and so I can just like make my own. Whatever I want to make. Because again, it's just pixel art. Oops. And they have these things because you can expand your canvas, which I think is lovely. They didn't give me anything to expand my canvas with, but that's because all my things are really small in this kit and I don't need them. I'm about to have to bust out like a flashlight. Oh, is this the black? Yay! Ugh. Why did I say it like that? It's because I wanted to do yippee! That's a thing I do with my partner. But then I was like, nobody's gonna get that. And then so I like started and I was like, abort. And then I went, yay! And that's even weirder. So I don't know. I'm just me. I'm just putting beads on a pegboard. My greatest accomplishment in life is writing a 40-page paper about art, which I'm not discrediting myself. That's a lot of work. But also, 40 of those, 10 to 15 of those pages are just pictures. So, really, it's not 40 pages. But it was one of the most stressful things I've ever done in my life, and I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't do it again. Because I'm thinking about doing a PhD at some point, but not anytime soon. We're not going to open that can of worms, that's for sure. Whoops, whoops. Okay, I need one more brown. And then I can finish the white. There. And white's easy to spot. One last one. Of course I dropped the last one. Come on, turn. There. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, I'm going to go iron this and then I'll be right back. And there we are. She's still really hot because I literally just finished. And they say let it cool before you take it off of the board, but I like to iron it on the other side just to kind of like, ooh, hot. Give it a little bit more strength. But it turned out so good. I'm so happy. Now she has a friend. And they can have cherries. And Mabel's there, a little deformed, but she's there. She's in it with the leaf. I think it turned out so cute. I'm so happy with how she looks. I wish I had a Blathers one. Maybe I figure something out to make one of those. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Bye, 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 bye.